welcome into Morton here at Morton High School, where the Lady Redbirds are sitting on the Lady Potters. Sorry for that technical difficulties there to begin with. We did talk to Coach Bias, who weren't quite on the air like we thought we were, but you know, it's a Friday. There's been a Illini basketball action tonight, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, what a night! What a night!
The Lady Potters are 1-0 in conference play. They're I guess they're undefeated, but they've only played one game. They haven't played the mighty Redbirds quite yet, so we'll see how these two teams stack up tonight. I think Metamora is in for a good one. You know, that last conference game they played against Washington. Washington kind of ran it up there at the end. You know, I feel like that wasn't quite a fair resemblance of how close that game.
On your phone, yeah. Oh, he's a dandy.
We'll be back in just a few minutes with the starting lineup tip-off here in Morton, Illinois. Welcome back to Morton as we are just 2 minutes away from tip-off here in a showdown between the Lady Redbirds and the Lady Potters. Mid-Illini Friday night, it's kind of like fall time.
Yeah, good old Friday night lights.
As the Redbirds meet here on their half of the court. Redbirds looking to bounce back after their lone game in conference play so far was a loss against Washington at home. And be a good preliminary game here for the boys.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these birds respond to adversity. In a game like this, you're going to be down. I feel like it's really about how you respond to that challenge.
100%. And I feel like we responded well for the most part against Washington. I feel like some of those, like, they had some runs that were almost impossible to kind of withstand, you know. When you have the guard play of Tibbs and forward play, G'day, and all their other guards and forwards, you know, it's just hard to kind of counteract that sometimes. You know, they were so consistent. They got the ball inside, they scored almost every time. And then you counter that with a guard, Tibbs, that can knock down any open look she gets. You give her an inch, she'll take a mile, kind of sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we're looking at the complete opposite here with the Potters. They have immaculate size. They might lack in shooting, but we'll see how the birds can respond.
Just under a minute away from starting lineups tip-off here in Morton. As we'll step away for the national anthem starting lineups.
Tonight we welcome the Redbirds of Metamora Township High School. Let's first meet their starters. A junior, number 1, Junie Wagner. A sophomore, number 5, Bailey Nina. A senior, number 12, Addie Wooden. A senior, number 30, Tessa Sell. And a junior, number 33, Abby Peterson. The Redbirds are coached by Andrew Bias. And now starting lineup for your Morton Potters.
Welcome back here. So just a couple seconds left to tip off. Starting lineup for the Birds. A little different than usual with the absence of calls for the starting lineup. It'll be Wooden, Stell, Nina, Wagner, and Peterson to start out for the Birds.
Potters get the tip.
Birds come out in man-to-man here.
Paige Selke down low for the Potters. She does not strike first. Bailey Nina ripping the ball away. Head the other way for the Birds.
We let them get in that easy here. Multiple possessions in a row. I think we're going to end up starting to pay for it here at the end.
Yeah, I think we'll see that kind of take its toll on the Birds. Stell Cervana's top of the key, going to pass it off to Nina. Out to Peterson. She's new to the starting lineup with that injury to Nina, or Foster. Poked away by Abby Van Meen. Potters attacking down low. She gets her on board. That'll be 2 for the Potters.
Can't let them get second opportunities. That's the second possession in a row out of 2 possessions to kind of get in that second opportunity there. It was great initial defense there by Wood, and just someone's got to come in and clean it up.
We'll see how the Birds respond. Nina for 2. Potters getting into kind of that same set with a screen away from the ball. They get it down low once again. Oh, exceptional defense by Peterson.
Get that weak stuff out of here, as Peterson says.
Redbirds running that patented shin offense. Clumsy mistake by Wagner. It's going to be going the other way.
Potter's gotten into the paint with ease here these first couple possessions. I'd kind of look for the Birds maybe sag off, get into a 2-3 zone or a 1-2-2 of some nature. Kind of have somebody down under the hoop by the block at all times.
Ooh, good defense by the Birds. Nina. Birds maybe looking to push it. Stell for 3. That'll be tipped. Missed shot attempt by the Potters. Birds going the other way.
Coach Bias in our pregame talk did say that Potters can shoot a little bit, so I wouldn't discount that look at all there.
Nina surveying. Going to look to attack down low. Back out to Wagner. Mid-range is good from Wagner.
Long 2 there. Step back and a long 2 there for Wagner.
Selke down low for the Potters. Up and in.
What a finish. That was great defense there by Nina, not to foul, kind of stay straight up, use her long arms to her advantage there.
The Potters have not been settling for out-of-range shots. They continue to get it down low. Open look for Stell from 3. It'll be off the mark. Peterson diving for that board, but it'll go the Potters' way.
And she'll get hers, you know. Good play like that, you give her that much space, leave her open. That Morton coach there wasn't happy that they left them that open.
Hard
Really
foul.
wasn't in the game plan.
Hard foul down low. That'll be one on Nina. Cannot afford for her to get in foul trouble.
But you know, if she's gonna commit a foul, might as well get the most for your money there.
Yeah.
Not saying be dirty, but get the most for your money.
Van Means first is good for the Potters. Van Means second will be good. They continue to get it down low from Nina. Ooh. Be set by the Potters. Birds will retain possession.
It's a great look there, you know. Kind of needed a ball fake high, maybe a wraparound bounce pass there, but the play was there. That backdoor cut there by Wagner was wide open.
Yeah, definitely going to look again to that motion. Nina off the, looking for a suitor. Wooden going to penetrate down low. Ooh, tough take. That'll be a no foul.
Got into the forest down there a little bit.
Great hustle by Nina. It'll be Potters ball on the baseline. That'll be good from Abby Brooks.
Textbook take there by her.
Yeah, they've looked to get it down low to her multiple times already in this game. Again, the Birds settling into that chin offense. Stell, top of the key. Ooh, right off the mark. That's a great look for the Birds. Errant pass. That'll be Birds ball headed the other way.
Got to capitalize on that. Unforced mistake there they made. Got to get two or 3 points out of this. Just under 4 to go here in the first quarter.
Ooh, down low, Peterson for 2. Great take by Peterson. If we can get a couple more of those, I think we'll be set up for greatness in this matchup.
Both teams kind of looking to impose their will here on the down low here in the opening frame.
Yeah, the Potters maybe forcing it down low. Nina with the steal. Off to Stell. Stell getting the screen from Peterson. Stell will let it fly again, and that'll be off the mark. Peterson with the board. Ooh, trying to dump it back off to Nina. Great hustle.
We'll stay with the Birds here if I'm not mistaken. It'll be Birds ball out of bounds.
And it will. That's great hustle.
Yeah, I saw the thought process there by Peterson. She knew one of her teammates, Nina, was open on their block. She was trying to get it across to her.
Ooh. High pass by Stell might lead to 2 for the Potters. Nope, that'll be a foul on the floor.
Don't want to go on Wagner. That'll be her first, team second of the period. Great hustle there by her, kind of stop the ball, not let a free layup get through.
Potters continuing to look down low. That'll be an outside shot. That'll be off from Brooks. Again, the Birds just trying to get into an offensive rhythm.
The Birds defense, you know, you kind of want to be aggressive, play the girls tight, but at some point you got to make them shoot it. You know, they've been 0 for 2 air balls so far.
Yeah, that'll be a foul. That'll send Wooden to the stripe. See what she can do. She's been pretty successful on free throws this season.
Be careful. I jinxed your last game against Washington. Ty, you better be careful.
Ooh,
That's on you, man.
I think they've got me.
That's on you. See if she can make 50 cents out of that dollar here with the second one.
Great call by Young. And she will.
Birds down 1 here with 2.5 to go.
I think if you're biased, you're pretty happy with the Birds have been doing this half.
Yeah, you know, you're a couple threes that hit the front of the rim, hit the back of the rim.
Ooh.
You're a couple of those away, and you're one free throw away from a tie game too, and those threes away from a sizable lead.
Yeah. We got subbing for the Birds. That'll be Ella Steckler. Nina out to sell. Gonna shot fake, look to penetrate. Off her foot. Nina again trying to get that extra possession maybe with that jump ball.
Her motor on defense and really her motor on offense reminds me a lot of Zach Bourne. You know, she never quits.
Yeah. We'll see Zach Bourne in that next game, see what he can do against the Potters. 3 from the Potters is no good. Offensive rebound. Foul on Peterson.
Offensive rebound so far would have killed us. You know, they got 4 second chance points. Half their points are second chance points. So they're going to the line right now to even add a couple more.
Yeah, as Coach Wendy would always say, you got to put a butt in them. First one is good from Abby Van Meen. Got a sub here for the Potters. That'll be Gabby Hutchinson.
Gabby Hutchinson in the game for the Potters.
They're going to give Abby Brooks the break.
Penelope Drake checks back in for the Potters here. Birds have a 3-point deficit here as they come back to the offensive side of the floor.
Nina looking to penetrate out to Steckler. Mid-range. Good for the Birds. Great shot there by Steckler.
Couple long twos for the Birds to open up the frame.
The Birds kind of sagging off in off-ball coverage, kind of daring these Potters to shoot.
I mean, rightfully so. You know, you're 0 for 2 with two air balls on the threes that they've taken so far. So.
Ooh, great defense by Nina. Wooden looking to pass it up to Nina. Ooh, trying to thread the needle there. She couldn't, but back on defense for the Birds. Ooh, great
Active hands.
hustle. That's one thing that I think they succeeded on all season, just being that hustle player. Hard foul by Nina. I like that, though, setting the tone, trying to strike fear in these Potters.
You know, I mean, it is Friday Night Lights in the Middle Illini, so, you know.
Anything could happen.
You got to assume that there's going to be a couple hits tonight. It's in the Middle Illini blood. Nina's going to take a seat there. That's her second of the first quarter. Her second personal, I should say.
Yeah, when you play like that, it's kind of bound to get a couple fouls, just with the way she plays. Hard, physical, always trying to make the right play. We're going to have hand step in here for the Birds. Ripka on the top of the key for the Potters.
45 left to go in the frame here. Potters in no hurry here, looking to maybe get the last one, and that's something very wide open opens up here.
Yeah, they continue to look down low to Selke.
That's going to put Selke to the line here. That's the 5th foul on the Birds this quarter.
That'll be the second one on Peterson. Maybe running a little low down on these bigger players that can, you know, really defend offensive attack for the Potters.
Was that personal on Peterson? I thought it was on Wooden.
You are right, Eli Young. It is on Wooden.
I like the sound of that.
First one, no good from Selke. Wagner checking back in for the Birds. Going to give Steckler a rest. Second one good for Selke. They'll stretch the lead to just 2.
30 seconds left to go here.
For the Birds, you're probably looking for the last shot. Wooden says otherwise. Wagner. Wooden from 3. Abby Peterson, nice offensive board. Back up, that'll be blocked. Great hustle, maybe a jump ball. Stripes will call foul.
She's going to be shooting now, too. That's they're in bonus, man.
for the Birds. You definitely got to chill out. Can't be if you're going to be in bonus for the rest of the half, definitely got to dial it back.
I will say you'd rather him play aggressive than, lack that aggressive nature.
Yeah.
It's easier to teach him, let off the gas a little bit than teach him to step on the gas a little harder.
First one from Penelope Drake will be good. Looks like she'll get another try at it, lane violation.
There was someone on that right side there, Stellar Hand, that kind of... She'll capitalize on the extra shot. 12 seconds left to go.
Wooden looking to penetrate, gonna bang down low with the Potter. Looking to scoop and score. Oh, Hand with offensive fourth. Steckler up, no good. That'll look to close the half at a 12-9 lead for the Potters.
Redbirds will take a 3-point deficit in the second quarter. Welcome back to the second quarter here. Boys teams file in down behind us. They look locked in for their their third conference game of the year here, trying to get back that winning record at conference play. Can't really afford another loss, if you want to go after that regular season Mid-Illini championship.
Huge game for the Birds. Back here to the women's side of things, it'll be Morton's ball coming out of the quarter. Kind of a defensive battle here early.
Old-fashioned Mid-Illini game. Old-fashioned Friday night game.
Wooden, great defense, straight up. Ooh, that'll be a foul.
They'll go on 24, go on Morton. That was great defense there by Wood. I'm not sure if she got switched off onto that taller player or what happened there, but she did a great job defending.
Yeah, way to rise to the challenge for Wooden.
Yeah, big players make big-time plays. That's what they always say.
She'll be looking to get the ball down low into Nina. She attacks. That'll be good. Soft and toss for two, Bailey Nina.
Birds cut the deficit down to 1 here.
See if a good defensive possession can catapult them into scoring opportunities to take the lead. Potters continuing to get it down low. Selke in for the Potters. That'll be a great defensive set by the Birds. Wooden looking to push the other way. Into Nina. Back out to Wooden. Hand off to Steckler. Back to Wooden, in down to Nina. Ooh, great off-ball cut by Nina.
By the time she caught that, it was a pretty tough angle to get it up there. She'll get hers, though.
Great set by the Birds, though. Just patient, getting to the look that they like. Great defense by Nina. That'll stay Potter's ball with a block by Nina.
I want to remind you that there's still 6 minutes left in this quarter. Nina's in the first half, I should say. Nina's got 2 fouls, and she's still making game-changing plays down there below the rim.
There's a lot about her tenacity. All gas, no break.
Couldn't agree more. Birds just daring the Potters to take an outside shot, and they will.
Off the mark for the Potters. Van Meen, another offensive board. Gotta limit those for the Birds.
Almost half their points have been second chance points by now.
Definitely something biased we talk about in the halftime.
But other than that, I think we're playing really well on the defensive end so far.
Haven't let up too many easy buckets. Steckler handling the on-ball pressure well. Wooden looking to get in low. What a take by Wooden.
Bo Hocus Pocus, just focus there on that drive from Maddie Wood.
Exceptional by Wooden. All sauce, no toss. Three from Potters. That'll be no good. Offensive or defensive board by Junie Wagner. We love to see everybody just flock into the boards. Oh, Wooden, little trickery there. Down low to Peterson. She's going to look up and in, but that'll be no good. Potters
Kind of
got
that
the other way.
should keep look. You know, Zach Schroeder's made his living off that for years here at Metamora.
Got a little patty cake going on here with the ball. The Bird's going to retain position.
I would like to see Wagner maybe pull that one up there, see what she can do. She's already got one long two in.
Saw her in that Washington game really step up with the Leah injury and knock two big ones down. Double dribble on the Potters. That'll be a careless turnover. Let's see what the Birds can do with it.
Izzy Ripko will check back in for the Potters. And Peyton Hayes will take a seat. Couple sloppy mistakes in a pretty well played game right in a row there. Ledbetter said to check in for the Birds for the next dead ball.
It'll be an on-the-floor foul by Abby Peterson.
Ledbetter and hand back in for the Birds as Stegler and Peterson will take a breather. Morton coach will have to take a timeout here. His team up by one at 14-13 here. Just over halfway through the second quarter. I will say this is up there as one of the loudest places. You know, when that band gets going, like they just said, one of the loudest places to play in Central Illinois.
Definitely dialing up the pressure on the Birds. Just another added factor to a big-time game for both the boys and girls program.
Stadium pulse is bumping in here right now. Potters set the inbound here, up one with 4:25 remaining in the second quarter.
Potters down low once again. There'll be another foul down low. That one will be on Sell.
Her first up and good. Increases the Potter lead to 2 now.
Van Meen has 7 for the Potters.
She makes this one, she'll have half the team's points. She will.
Eli maybe trying to jinx her there to no avail.
I've been known for maybe jinxing free throw shooters a time or two, so you know. Doing everything I can to help the Lady Redbirds get the win tonight.
Love to see it.
They'll do their part, I'll do my part.
Sell on the outside for the Birds. If you're biased, maybe trying to scheme up an outside shot for her, get her hot.
Because when she gets hot, you hardly see one miss, you know. We saw it a lot last year. We saw her make a couple in that Washington game, you know. When she gets going, she really gets going.
Fast break for the Potters. That'll be a travel. Going the other way.
Great defense there by Wood. Steckler set the check back in for the Birds, and Stell will take a seat.
Hand is in here for the Birds on the outside. Going to dish it off to Steckler. That on-ball pressure by the Potters. That'll be draw a foul.
3:30 left to go here in the second quarter.
Wooden, great move. Looking for a three. That'll be off the mark. Just up the front of the rim.
Let's call that one a bump and run a little bit there.
Down low once again. Van Meen exerting our dominance in the paint.
Not a whole lot Steckler can do there. It's more just be a bystander there, you know.
Yeah.
Hate to foul her and give her a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
To the Birds, you've kind of fallen stagnant on the offensive side. Maybe look to get it down low. Get some easy layups. Wagner looking to go baseline. Great pass to Steckler. 3 from hand. That'll be off the mark. Steckler with the offensive board for the Birds.
Have we had made 3 in this game by either team?
I don't think we have.
Coach Bias yelling for the timeout there. He's going to be awarded it. Redbirds down 5, 18-13 now with just over 2:30 left to go in the second quarter.
If you're biased, Young, what are we talking about during this timeout?
I think we're trying to look to kind of get back to our ways. In the first quarter, we played really well, I thought, in the first quarter, on offense. I think we kind of, like you said, kind of felt stagnant here on the offensive end. I like to see us kind of move without the ball a little bit, set a screen, kind of try to free somebody open, maybe a good shooter, but I also like to see something go in down low. It's been a while since we scored a bucket. Birds need a bucket here, as Scotty would say.
Yeah, I think that's going to be key. Try to get this machine going. Maybe drop a little WD-40 in there.
Woods set that down on the baseline for the Birds.
Out to hand.
They were looking to get it back to Stell coming back to the ball there.
Steckler down low. It'll be a jump ball.
Wouldn't try to throw the needle there. It'll stay with the Birds, though.
Nina's looking to check back in. We'll see if she can add some spice to this stagnant Birds offense.
And the camera didn't show it, but she stood up and she came flying to check in there with the official scorebook. You got to think there's something drawn up here. She, Coach Bias likes.
Wooden gets it out to Steckler out of the out-of-bounds play. Wooden down low for the Birds, no good. Stell with the offensive board. Ooh, that's going to be a jump ball.
Probably the right call there.
Yeah. Stell trying to get a free two shots.
That's a good way to get one of your star players going, too, Let her see a couple go in from the charity stripe. Wagner and Peterson check back in for the Birds. Nina and Ledbetter, I'll take a seat.
Birds down 5 with 1:52 to go. Down low for the Potters once again. Up and good. That'll be Paige Stelke once again.
I feel like you're a broken record over there, Ty, talking about the Potters getting it down low and getting it inside and converting.
I mean, hey, don't shoot. Hate the player, hate the game.
Stell was open there on that cut there.
Yeah, you'd like to see Steckler get rid of that one, get it down low to her. Corner, Wagner, that's a great shot from her. That'll be Coke Butter Cheese.
Nothing but nylon for the Birds. That's the Potter lead down to 4 now.
That's a big shot for the Birds. See if they can maybe switch the momentum.
Yeah, we needed that one there.
Huge shot from a huge player.
I don't have the official Ooh, I thought a little bit of an offensive foul there. Kind of used her offhand, kind of a little bit of a chicken wing, little elbow there.
Maybe, yeah, a little hook by the Potters. Wagner again in the corner, going to think about it. She'll set up for the mid-range. That'll be good. Judy Wagner on a heater for the Birds. Going to cut the lead down to 4.
On a cold Friday night in December, not phasing Judy Wagner. She's heating up here. Got 3 very big shots made for the Birds already. Potters maybe look to hold for the last shot here with about 20 seconds left to go in the half.
errant pass may lead to a berth. Ooh, that'll be out by the Potters. Oh, over the back of the rest of the calls.
Under 10 seconds to go here. See if Coach Bias maybe puts Nina back in the game. You know, it's pretty hard to get a. I don't want to jinx anything. It's pretty hard to get a third foul on the offensive end. Better put Ledbetter back in. Peterson's going to come out. Try to add an extra shooter there. I like that play there by tag team play there by Coach Bias and Coach Weina.
In the corner for Wagner. She'll think about it. Ooh, get a nice shot fake. Gonna try and dump it down low to Stella. It'll be off the Potters, I believe. Birds go retain possession.
4 seconds to go here. A little bit of time for some extracurriculars after they get this ball inbounded. Maybe a couple dribbles and a shot, but nothing crazy. Great defense there by the Potters.
Yeah.
Everything was followed up there. Morton looking for a shooting foul there on a half-court heave down the half. You're probably never going to get that. Don't go anywhere. We're set for a action-packed second half here. Lady Redbirds, Lady Potters in about 8 minutes. Welcome back into Morton here. Redbirds down 4, 22-18 as we enter the second half. Halftime crew is going to be scrambling to get this halftime show cleaned up before the 1 minute and 9 seconds from now.
Yeah, if you're the Birds, one thing you definitely got to focus on is limiting second chance points. The Potters have continued to be dominant down low.
Yeah. And they've been dominant down low without the second chance. You know, you can't afford to play a team that's dominating you down low and give them a second chance. You know, the second chances often come down low too.
Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster, but I feel like the Birds can prevail.
See if the Birds will fly higher than the Potters in the second half. Just over 30 seconds away from, I want to say tip-off inbound in the second half. Starting to get packed in here. Not that it wasn't before, but it's really starting to fill up nicely here. It's good to see.
Great atmosphere for some Friday night basketball.
We're going to really start holding these on the football field outside. Although the away bleachers here aren't very big, if I recall.
No, they are not. Limiting, yeah.
No post game with them. Huh? I gotta make sure we get this all going. There's always hiccups. There's always hiccups.
The Birds looking to kick off the half with a bang. Wooden down low spin. No foul. That's an interesting call. Potters looking to set up their offense. Great defense by Nina.
Nina always pokes away. She always has her hand on the ball. It's exceptional.
So it separates the good from the great.
Amen to that.
Potters outside shot. Haven't been successful, and it will continue. Again, getting those offensive boards.
Warren looking to get into a set here. Great hands there with the Birds.
Potters will retain possession. Potters swinging the rock around. Just settle for an outside shot. Full streak will continue with that offensive board. That'll be going the Birds' way on the jump ball.
I don't think that's correct. I think we started with the ball in the second half. That ref's a little bit mistaken, I think. Yep, there we go. It'll get corrected. Foul's going to go on Peterson. That's Peterson's fourth foul.
She'll get arrested for fouls. You can't really afford her to foul out this early.
Especially with Nina already at 2 fouls, dude. I know 2's a lot, but you know, 2 to 3 is a pretty big jump.
That'll be good for the Potters. Their lead is 5. Sell from 3. Bang! Ooh, bang! Bangs himself.
Great friendly roll there by the rim, too.
Little dump down in the lane for the Potters. Second chance point. Oh, it'll run out.
I think that one's going to be on Sell if he's going to call it on the ground. Yeah.
Metamora foul number 30, their second, team second.
Morton says inbound on the baseline.
Potters up 2 with 5:50 to go. Morton looks to get it down low. Back out for the outside shot. That'll be no good. Tip will go the Birds left.
With a corral there by hand.
Wooden looking to push the ball up to Sell. Pass out to Nina.
I thought she was going to let it fly from the three-point land there.
Wagner with the outside shot. It'll be bounced off. See if Metamora can get an offensive board, but it'll go the Potters' way.
I don't mind that look there, you know. She's been the hot hand all night for the Birds. Just over 5 to go here in the third quarter. Great defense there by Nina. And hustle.
Jump ball. That one should go the Birds' way. Wooden gonna dump it down to Nina in the mid-range. Gonna get down low. Great move. Gotta finish that if you're the Birds.
Yeah, and that would have made it a tie ball game, too.
Can't afford to give up too many good looks like that. Once again, ball down to the Potters. Gonna pick it out for an outside shot. That one will finally be good. That's the first three-point attempt made for the Potters or the Birds.
No, the Birds have a few. I mean, they're bound to get one, you know.
Wagner penetrates. Great basket for the Birds. Answer right back.
High off the glass there from Wagner.
Great defense by Nina once again.
I mean, she has to have 5 steals, I think.
Defensively, she's spectacular. So for the Birds. Off the Wooden outside shot. It's going to be tipped by the Potters. Potters the other way.
I hope that's not on Nina. It is going to go on Nina.
That'll be a third.
Not that I wanted that foul to go on Wooden, but I think it should have been on Wooden. I think it'd be a little better for the Birds if Nina didn't just get her third foul there.
First one's no good for the Potters.
Steckler in for the Birds. Out comes Nina. Can't afford to have her get her fourth foul before the end of the period, is what I'm assuming Coach Bias is thinking.
Steckler on the outside, going to dump it off to Sell. Use the screen from hand for an outside shot. It'll be no good.
Poked around there by Steckler.
Down low, that'll be good for the Potters. Birds swinging the ball around, looking for a good look. Wouldn't mind an outside shot here for Coach Bias for maybe Sell or Wooden.
Wooden's drive. Hard foul there. Let's send Wooden to the line for 2.
First one from Wooden will be good. Second also, that'll be 2 for 2 from Wooden.
I think we learned after that, sure, maybe it's best if me and you stay quiet up here. Don't comment on her free throw shooting ability.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Outside shot from the Potters. That'll be good. Stretch the lead to 6. Ripko for 3.
All of a sudden, Potters hit 2 threes and their lead 6 now.
For the Birds, you can't stray in adversity. You got to respond. Wagner fouled on the inside shot. She'll be headed to the line. Wagner's first is no good. Can't afford to leave points on the table if you're Wagner.
That's right. Nina said that shook back in here for the Birds.
Second one also no good.
In comes Nina for the Birds, out comes Hand.
Can't afford to have her out for too long for the Birds.
That's right. Gotta hope, you know, she doesn't obtain that 4th foul here before the quarter ends. Or that 4th foul. Potters in no hurry here.
Potters will retain possession after a poked away ball by Wagner.
Active hands here on the defensive end for the Birds all night long. Love to see it.
That's one thing that they've continued to do well.
Yeah, you're right. Going back to that Washington game that we did a few days ago.
Nina going to give one up in the paint. Can't afford to contest that one and get a foul.
Aggressive play there, you know. Kind of bitter.
So with the ball for the Birds. Surveying. Back up to Wooden. Wooden penetrating. Maybe looking there for a foul, and she'll get one. In and out, first one for Wooden.
Hayes back in the game for the Potters.
Second one's no good as well. Uncharacteristic for Wooden there. We even did our part. We didn't even say anything up here.
Yeah, the Birds this quarter have left a couple points off the table with these free throws that have not gone in.
Yeah, you know, you add that to the 3-point makes the Potters finally starting to see go in. You know, that's kind of why the lead's kind of grown to 8 now. It's not out of reach yet, though. You know, there's still 9 minutes to play here. Counting this minute we have left here.
Yeah, get a couple bang plays from the Birds, and you're right back in it.
100%.
Here's some of the more MCHS student body filling in here. Packed house for the Potters.
Yeah, struggling to find some seats here. Struggling, you know, it's packed over here.
It really is.
It really is. Good to see. It really is good to see. I don't imagine anybody's clearing out for this next game, you know.
Now they're here to see the action. 3-point attempt for the Potters would be no good. Nina battling down low to get that offensive board. Maybe an off-ball foul. Gonna get it down low. Nina playing defense. Oh, questionable foul there.
That's going to be her fourth with 39.1 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Coach Baez definitely not loving that one.
Yeah. That's what happens, though, I think. You know, you got to get your center. You know, you're playing so aggressively, almost like a guard. You know, you're playing so aggressively, you're going to get into foul trouble. You know, that's just the nature of it.
Unfortunately, that's been the theme for the Birds this season. Nina continue to find herself in foul trouble game in, game out.
But she really is a difference maker, you know, with those their aggressive plays on the defensive end. It really does make a difference.
She'll take a seat. Hand gonna step in for her, see if she can make an impact for the Birds. Second one will be good for the Potters. They'll send in a sub. Hutchinson in. Van Mennen gonna take a seat. She's been an offensive force to be reckoned with for the Potters. Wooden gonna have the ball for the Birds on the wing. Gonna look to get down low once again. Great move. See if she can capitalize.
No foul there. Morton running the other way. 5-on-4 opportunity.
See if they'll capitalize. They'll again look to get it down low.
Good defense there by Hands. Steckler daring him to shoot there.
It'll be no good for the Potters. Score will stay 35-25 to end the third period.
Take a second to thank our sponsors. Welcome back in for the fourth quarter here. Redbirds down 10, 8 minutes to go. Just a reminder, we'll have the boys version of the same matchup here coming up following this one, so don't go anywhere, don't do anything. Maybe just switch the stream over to the boys one as you're on the girls one now.
That one will be an absolute heater.
It'll be a barn burner, that's for sure. I'm excited.
Looking to see the Birds jump out.
You know, if they shoot the rock like they did the other day against Champaign Central, you know, it'll be tough to stop.
Especially with players like Busey and Bourne.
Abby Van Mennen for two there, you know, kind of feel like a broken record saying that, but she's really physical in there with her elbows, kind of almost like a chicken wing a little bit.
She's got 22 for the Potters. So we got some discourse over here.
I'm not sure what this is all about. I don't know if it was a warning issued to Coach Bias or what's going on here. If that's the case, he probably doesn't take a seat. He'll be able to remain standing. I just think that's one of the funny rules in IHSA basketball. You know, your coach gets warned, he has to sit down, but that doesn't keep him from, you know, yelling and hollering still.
Yeah, Coach Baez, one of the more tame coaches. You wonder what he said. Maybe one too many words over there to stripes. Birds not out of reach though. Only down by 12. Stella inbound the ball for the Birds. Get it out to Steckler. Swing the rock to Wagner. Look for a corner shot and Stell. He's going to pump fake, look to attack. For Stell, it'll be no good. Love to see that one go in if you're Coach Baez.
Yeah, that would have been a momentum changer, that's for sure.
Foul on Wagner. That one might be a little questionable. Looked like she was straight up from up here.
Yeah, kind of a more important player there. Izzy Ripka kind of got the benefit of the doubt there, you know. Kind of got the rebound tied up a little bit and just threw it up too.
Yeah.
But all in all, you let her get the offensive rebound. So I mean, can't be too unhappy with it.
First one, no good. Ball don't lie.
That's
baby.
what I was.
Ball
You beat me
don't
to
lie.
it.
See what the Potters can do with this second free throw attempt. Second one will be no good. For the Birds, you might want to pick up the pace. You know, definitely got enough time, but kind of trying to stack those easy buckets up. Gonna get it in low to Nina. Gonna drive, kick it out to Wooden. Wooden for three. Brrr, that'll be a three for the Birds. Exceptional shot from Wooden.
Big time players like big time plays, like I said earlier. Time and time again, she steps up for the Birds. Be a timeout there, timeout, full timeout there.
Your Coach Baez, I think you're just preaching the fundamentals. You know, put a butt in them, get the offensive boards, and continue to make outside shots on them as well. Get it down low for some easy buckets.
100%. I don't know what max capacity is here in this gym, but we got to be darn close to it.
Yeah,
people waiting in the wings I see in the corners, just waiting for a dead ball to try to find their spot, hoping it clears out after this game, but I don't think it's going to.
No, I'm sure all these fans are eager to watch the male counter post of this team.
Definitely. About 6.5 to play here. Birds down 9, 37-28. 3 timeouts apiece.
The Potters will have ball. Wagner, kind of a three-court pickup there. Love to see it. Maybe force the Potters into a bad decision. Gonna rip baseline, great move. It'll be see if the Birds can corral that, and they will. Ooh. We're gonna say Nina stepped out.
We're going to get out of bounds there. Coach Baez looking for some clarification there. Didn't know if it was going to be out of bounds or a push. They called out of bounds first. It's hard to tell, you know, that red court runs into that red baseline. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Same with the free throw line. I've been trying to find that all night. Elbow again. A little chicken wing there. I don't know what it's going to take for the stripes to start calling that. I don't want to criticize officiating, but...
Yeah, it's probably one that Coach Baez would like to see get called a little more often. Wooden gonna pick up the ball. Gonna kick it back out to Stell. She's surveying. That's to Wagner. She's had a couple great outside shots. She'll look to get it inside. Great bucket by Wagner.
That's what you do, you know. Teams playing it tight like that, closing out already pretty hard. That's what you do.
You're going to call foul on Wagner. It looks like she's playing pretty airtight defense over there.
Yeah. Probably the right call there. She had hands on her, riding her quite a bit. Wagner not letting Izzy Rimke get a breath of fresh air when she touches the ball.
Again, going to get it down low. Going to kick it outside for an outside shot for the Potters. That'll be no good. See if the Birds can get a board, and they will. They're going to slow it down, look to get into a set. Nina can't corral the ball. Oh, great play by Wooden. She continues to fight. Wagner outside for three. That'll be no good. A little too strong. Castell with the offensive board, though.
There's a cross-court pass there. I don't think it was a shot. I think it was a cross-court pass.
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
100%.
Oh, Nina down low. Bang! Bang!
Her attempt at a post there.
She's electric down there for the Birds.
That's the lead down to 5 here. A little bit of some extra life here for the Birds. 4.5 left to go, you know.
Hey, you can really feel it here in the gym. Momentum may be shifting a little bit.
100%.
See more people filing in.
I imagine they're going to struggle to find some seats.
Yeah, not seeing too many open red bleachers. Give the Birds here plenty of time.
Yeah, don't change what you're doing, you know. They they scored 5 points in a couple possessions in a row. Don't change what you're doing. Don't change because of the scoring. You know, the game's still in reach.
They got Peterson in there with 4 fouls. Definitely got to be cautious if you're her.
As well as Nina with 4 fouls. So I think the message for this Morton team is, you know, take it down inside, try to get one of them out of the game. Force Coach Baez to, you know, make the next move.
That'll be a tough decision for Coach Baez.
He definitely has options, though. You know, we talked to him before the game. You know, he said he.
Oh, carry there. The Birds will look to strike and cut the lead down to a 1-possession ball game. You're the Birds. What are you looking for in an offensive possession, Eli?
Easy bucket here. Cut the game down to a 1-possession game, 3-point game. I'm looking to get it into one of my playmakers down low. Nina, they're trying to free her up there. I'm looking to get it down low to one of my playmakers down low. Peterson's been off the quiet side, only 2 points, but her 2 points are impactful. Maybe she's going to get some here.
That'll be Birds' ball. Tapped out by the Potters, but the Birds will retain possession. We're going to get it out to Sell. She surveys, she's going to let it fly. It'll be no good. Nina with the extra play. Potter's going to hold possession. 3:40 to go.
Morton coach yelling for him to slow it down, you know, get into a set, try to get an easy look.
Morton Potters have not been forced into any hard shots tonight, I'll say that. They're going to settle for an outside look. That'll be in and out. Unfriendly bounce from the rim.
That probably wasn't the message if you're the Morton coach. You know, you probably don't want your team shooting threes. Like, you haven't been shooting it good all night. I don't know if they usually shoot it good. I'm not quite up on my stats, but you haven't been shooting it good all night.
Wagner down low. Little hook shot. I mean, no good. Great hustle. Ooh, they'll call a foul on that. I don't know if you love that if you're Coach Baez or the Redbird faithful.
You see him down there. I don't think he loves it. I think you're right. I don't think he loves it.
And I'm not loving it, and I'm up here, so.
So we should be happy you're not down there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, some could say that. The Birds applying full court pressure.
Peterson's going to pick up the ball here.
They're going to look to get it down low, force Nina to make a play.
Great
Straight
defense
up,
there.
great
defense. You have to applaud the effort there. Strictly fundamentals there by Nina.
Timeout by Coach Baez. Going to rally the troops, do what they got for the last 2 minutes, 55 seconds.
That'll leave both teams with 2 timeouts here. You have 2:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Birds down 5, 37-32.
All the facets of a great Meta-Illini basketball game are here. You got the cheerleaders, the band, the abundant student body. It's looking like a great scene.
And the hometown, too. Morton boys, we can see the Morton boys down here to our left, waiting in the wings, ready to get on the floor.
I'm sure they're eager for tip-off. Highly anticipated matchup, like it always is. Wagner taking the ball up for the Birds. She'll pitch it out to Wooden. Birds offense a little stagnant.
Could have attempted an elevator screen there. Trying to free up Wagner. Trying to get it down low to Nina.
If you're Nina, you definitely want to take a couple pound dribbles, see what that defense reacts. Wooden surveying. Going to take it down low. That'll be no good for the Birds. You definitely want to see that one fall. Oh, great pressure by Nina. Jump ball. That should be Birds' ball if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It will be.
I was going to say, I rarely am wrong.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I agree to disagree on that one, but Nina's game is very, very similar to Zach Corn. I'm going to stand by that for a super long time, I think. You know, when there's a jump ball or there's a loose ball on the floor, you always see Zach Corn after those boys games. He's always got his hand on the ball, you know.
That'll be a technical foul on Baez. Questionable call. A bench.
I think that's their kind way of saying on the coach. Probably crossed the line there. I think he's going to have to sit down now.
That is costly for the Birds.
Abby Van Mennen to the line for the Potters.
Costly points given up. If you're the Redbird faithful, I'm sure you hate to see just...
That does count as a team foul against Metamora, so that'll be their fourth of the period. Takes the Morton lead up to 7 now, 39-32. Coach Baez had to sit down.
Potters with the ball up top. Definitely not rushing anything. Minute 51, down 7. They're going to get it down low. Nina's got to stay up. Ooh.
Not a whole lot you can do there with 4 fouls.
For the Birds, definitely got to pick up the pace. Maybe settle for some outside shots.
That's not going to cut it.
For the Birds, it's a must-stop possession. Going to kick it out low. Van Mennen looking to penetrate. Great hands by Wagner. Some subs coming in for the Birds.
Steckler and Ledbetter checking in. Out comes Wagner and Peterson. Coach Baez opting for a smaller lineup, you know. Got 5 3-point shooters on the floor.
After the Birds down 9, you're definitely wanting some outside looks. No matter if that's from Wagner, from Wooden, or from Stell. All three of those people can shoot the three-pointer at a high clip. That'll be Wooden for 3 off the front of the rim.
Morton pushing it the other way. Poked away by Wood.
Nina on the other end. Gonna settle it down, look for a three-pointer maybe. They gotta go. Cannot be picky if you're the Birds here. Stripped away.
Too much dribble in there.
That might be the dagger. Ooh, foul by Steckler.
That's going to send Abby Brooks to the line. It's the 5th foul on Metamora. Coach Baez opting for the full timeout here. And, I mean, you can't take him to the next game. Might as well take him now.
Yep, use them while you got them.
They don't carry over. And, you know, crazier things have happened, right? We're down 9, 44 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. I don't want to say we need a miracle, but we need something.
Potters will be out the line out of the break. Nothing but smiles if you're the Morton head coach.
Yeah. They seem weathered the storm there, you know. Closer first half than, you know, he probably would have thought, or the Morton faithful would have thought.
Second one will be no good. Birds trying to make a little magic. Quick shots if you're the Birds. Wagner, that'll be no good. Crafty ball handling ability by Ripka. Wouldn't have looked a foul.
I think that'll just about do it. 28 seconds to go. Metamora down 10. Warren at the line. Izzy Ripka at the line.
She's been relatively quiet for the Potters, but she's been an exceptional point guard, getting the Potters in and out of sets. If you're the Redbird faithful, you wonder how much of a different game this would be if you had caught her.
Yeah, you can only wonder. Maybe the second time you see back at the Bird's Nest, maybe we'll have her. I know the Bird's Nest will be bumping for that one, too.
It always is. Wooden looking to make us something out of nothing. Gonna aim to get down low. No good for the 2-point try. Wagner looking to cut off the ball handler. Time dwindles down. That'll
Wooden's foul there. It'll send 31 Paige Selke to the line for 2 shots with 6.5 seconds left to go. This one, if I'm not mistaken, Metamora will fall to 0-2 in the middle Illini. Playing arguably the 2 best teams so far. Pretty daunting schedule, as well as 7-4 overall. So you know, still a pretty good overall record.
Yeah, the Birds have continued to battle against these great teams. I'm sure it stings after playing such a good game, but continuing to fall short.
Three shots here from the charity stripe for Wooden.
Team third. 3 shots for the ball.
Yeah, that's it. Wooden's free throw attempt will be no good.
Her second one's no good. Third one's good. That'll just about do it here from the Potter box here in Morton. Metamora will fall 45-33. I'd like to thank Mike Kirker on the camera, Jonathan Salzberg on the sideline, and my broadcast partner, Ty Duncan.
Signing off.